Andrea.
I'm Viviana.
And I'm Mariana.
Ooh, we got a little A.
Okay.
We kind of all like rhyme here.
Yeah, but I ain't a rapper.
Not really. Low bars.
At least it's a bar.
Okay. Well, do you want to say what your definition of happiness is?
Okay, so I think my definition of happiness weighs more like on peace rather than happiness. If I can go about my day without too many things tormenting me or being too upset or like you at work, that guy bothering me, if I don't let his energy or whatever rub off on me, then I feel like I'm happy. But even then, I don't know, it's just feeling full. Like today after I had that boba, the matcha boba, I just felt like I had something in my chest and I was just so happy and I had so much energy.
Okay, yeah.
And I was driving with like the windows down. It was super cold. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Why? Because I was just happy.
Yeah.
And I was singing out loud and like she was like, bro, it's fucking cold. Can you like shut up? You know, like you're being too loud. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. We're in my car. You know.
What'd you take?
That's how
Perico Queen?
I'm like, we have the same drink. Why are you feeling this right now? So that would be just my definition of happiness, being solid with how I'm feeling. Yeah. So is it really happiness?
Like in the moment?
In the moment. There you go. In the moment. Oh my God. Yeah.
Everybody's happiness is different.
That's true.
Yeah. Like if that's your happiness, that's your happiness.
So Mariana, what is your definition of happiness?
Oh, bro. Well, okay. It depends. Like in what sense are we talking about? Like,
just like every day, like how you wake up.
Okay, so my happiness, well, I begin to feel happy when I wake up and I'm like, okay, yay, I get to be awake, you know? And then I think about all the things that I have, not materialistic things, but like things that matter. So for example, when I see Andrea text me in the morning and she's like, so like Betty freaking did this, Karen. and I see the text and it makes me laugh. I'm like, okay, like that's what makes me happy, you know, laughter.
The people
around me that care for me, that want to get to know me, you know, things like that. And then also like when I freaking put my makeup on, I feel like a different person. I feel like I can conquer anything. I think you're just
like treating yourself like
yourself
feel nice.
Yeah. And then also like they always say like the way you feel is the way it's like, what is it that I'm trying to say? Like what am I? It's like too many shit running through my head. Whoops, sorry, it's PG.
It's explicit. I put explicit
because you know you had me in here.
Get real dirty in here.
No, it's like the way you carry yourself depends also on how you portray yourself. So like if you're wearing sweats and like you know, how do you mostly will feel bummy or like I don't want to do anything. I'm tired, you know, and you feel like. Not like you have low self-esteem, but you're just like...
You're not feeling it.
I'm not feeling myself. And once you put on a red lip and freaking do your hair and, like, you have a fly-ass fit, you're like, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
Like, who am I? Right. Who are you? You know? So, I feel like that also helps me a lot. And then, I don't know, just, like, driving also with good music. Yeah, it makes me so happy. Because I'm like, oh, I remember when this happened.
Yeah, like you think about like your friends being apart too. Yeah,
and it's just full of adventures. And then also like even when you see on Snapchat like the memories, and I'm like, oh, that happened. You know, it's just living in the moment.
Moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck?
You
see how that came full circle?
Okay, then.
Full circle.
Sorry, now I feel like I have to like relate to you guys.
No, you don't have to.
You don't. No.
For me, it's like waking up in the morning and like thinking about like the people I have in my life and like what am I gonna like if I have plans that day. I'm like, okay, I have something to look forward to. For me, it's like things I have to look forward to and like having the ability to be like, I can do anything. Like a year from now, I could be a different person. Like just having like the mindset of like I can always improve.
Right.
And I don't know, that's always just waking up happy and like, oh, like, what am I gonna do today, what am I gonna do next week? Like, always making plans, always being like, oh, what am I gonna do, you know?
Being productive.
Yeah,
It sounds like that.
That makes me happy.
I think also probably why a lot of people are upset or don't really feel like there's much to their days because they don't have anything planned. You know, they don't have anything to look forward to. They don't have any priorities or errands that they need to run, or just like little things. I feel
errands make you feel important.
Exactly. Progress, because you're progressing.
Yeah.
You're getting through your day. So maybe part of the other definition of happiness or feeling whole or complete is doing stuff. You know, because when I'm just at home
or doing stuff for other people.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
because like, how do you feel when you're at home watching TV? Like, it's cool to a certain extent.
You just feel like you can be doing more.
Yeah,
and then you get bored.
Yeah,
and then when I get bored, I get anxious and I start pulling my hair and I start like,
or start eating too much.
Yeah, or biting your nails. You know, or like tapping my feet, or just.
But there's like always
annoying.
Something to do. Like if you're at home bored, go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like go on a walk. Call a friend up, like just do something, clean your room. Like I feel like there's always something to do instead of just sitting there. That's why I
hated the holidays, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, what? I'm not working.
And then we like the gym
closed.
was closed, and like when we got back to the gym, we're like, okay, like we're happy, we're back.
Yeah,
like, we're doing something.
Yeah,
like planning it. Like I feel like ever since we started planning the gym at 8 or like at 6, whatever time we go. Like, I have something to do that day instead of sitting on my phone, doing nothing, going to sleep, taking a nap. Like, we have something to do, and I look forward to it.
It's like not a routine.
Day. Yeah, it's a routine, and it feels good because you're like, okay, I'm being productive with my days. Like, especially starting off the new year, like, we're already going to the gym, like, waking up and, like, just doing something every single day and, like, starting off good, like, and being consistent with it. Even before, like, the new year started, we've been consistent with it.
Well, we've been keeping each other, on track, too.
Yeah. And, like, I feel like
we need that.
We need that, and I feel like we don't even have to do that with each other because we want to go to the gym. We want to be around each other, and
each of us always check
each
in.
Other.
Like Viv was like, gym tonight, or you're like, I'm on my way, or I'm like, what time we going? You know. So I think it also has to do with people being on the same page.
Yeah, and I feel like we definitely have been on the same page with pretty much everything.
Literally everything.
You're like, let me just say something,
right?
And then you're like, oh, you feel like that too? Okay.
Exactly.
It connects.
Yeah.
So I think also to feel more whole or to feel better about your situation, you need to surround yourself with those people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because even if you have one person that's off, like hanging or like feel like you have to drag, like that affects you. Like that guy that you worked with today.
Let me talk about that guy. So I think like the first thing I should touch on like is what my manager told me, and then go on to that. So I have a new manager at my job. Like he was new a year ago, and we had like a one-on-one meeting, and we were having conversation about like how people act when they come into work. And there's a lot of teenagers that work at my job, and I feel like we both felt like people come in, they don't care, because it's like it's a part-time job. They're gonna come in, do their work, leave. But like if it doesn't matter like what job you have, you need to come in and have like a good attitude and set yourself up for like success. Because if you go into a job that you don't care about, like with a bad attitude, like what if you get the job that you want? Are you gonna have the same bad attitude? Like you haven't been preparing yourself for that moment or for that job this whole time, that once you get what you want, like you're not gonna be prepared for it.
Exactly. I think I had my mom tell me that. She's like, even if you're a dishwasher, wash those dishes to the best of your ability. Wash those dishes.
Be the best dishwasher.
Exactly. Exactly. Because once you're that owner or that whatever, CEO, blah, 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 you're going to do it with
pride.
Even better, even more hard work. And that's how you get ahead.
And it prepares yourself for the future. And today at work, this guy came. So ever since then, that day, like I've come into work with a positive attitude, like, you know, try to be my best self in that job and do as much as I can in that shift. And today this guy came in. He's like younger than me, teenager, and he just had a really bad attitude. Like he was complaining about everything, and like that brought my mood down. Like I didn't want to be there. I was like, I don't want to be with this guy, and he wasn't working as much as I was, so it brought me down. Like, why am I working hard when he's not doing what I'm doing, you know, he could help a little bit more, but, you know, you kind of just have to, like, go in and be like, well, if he's gonna be like that, I need to be my own person and do as much as I can, not let that affect me as much, you know. But it does bring your mood down, like
whether you
it's
like
the whole
it or not,
energy,
right.
like it just brings it down.
Yeah.
No matter what you do.
No matter what, exactly. But that's
you can
why
be the most positive person, and it takes one person.
Yeah.
Unless you really are the happiest person in the planet, and you don't let anybody or anything get to you. Because I mean, it's hard. It's hard for someone not to bring you down, because it's so hard to find people who actually uplift you.
Yeah.
So, because there's more negative than positive people.
That's why you have to be selective.
Yeah.
And you have to be very aware of who am I,
But there's
who are my friends.
No, yeah. But I'm talking, like, in her sense of, like, the work environment.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
just
you
times
can't
where you
control
can't
that.
control
Yeah.
that.
Like,
so it could easily kill your mood.
Yeah.
Like, I have coworkers where you guys know who I am, and you
Yeah.
guys know how I talk, you
Yeah.
know, and I try to share that with them, and they're like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way, you know, and I'm just like, well, try changing your mind a little.
Yeah.
I mean, think about where you and I are, and has your mentality really helped you? Like, let me know. And then that's when they just sit back and they're like, you know, maybe I shouldn't go back and forth with her, but it's like, it's all about where you're at in your head. I don't know. But I agree with you. Like, you can't control other
Outside
people.
environment.
But what you can control is
how you react.
Exactly, and your circle. Like, there's a reason why we're friends. You know, there's a reason why we or people in general aren't with people that they were a year ago. Why? Because you grow up.
People change. Yeah, you grow up. You have different responsibilities, priorities in life, and like maybe they probably have something else going on. Like that doesn't have to concern you. You're just gonna do what you want to do, and then if you find people that want to do the same as you, like be together, like create something. I don't know, like I don't know. But I think when I said right now, like reacting to certain things, like that's important because there's gonna be a lot of people in life that don't want to see you happy or just are just mean, like bitter. In general bitter, and the way you react is like says a lot about like you too, because if you can let somebody say whatever they want, but if you sit back and be like, that's not on me, that's on them, there's something going on with them, they might be insecure about those things, like that, like I know who I am. If you know who you are, then that's fine.
Silence sometimes is like the best.
That's all you need.
It's the best reaction or whatever.
They don't deserve a reply from you.
No.
They don't deserve like any type of word, nothing. Like,
and that all comes from growing too, because I feel like even me, like I've grown so much from like the high school days and like reacting to things. Like you just need to realize like who am I? Do I want to be this person forever? Do I want to act like I'm in high school forever? Like I'm gonna grow from that. Like that's not who I am anymore. Like I want to be a better person like every single day.
And you know, the people that are gonna come bring you down are the people that are gonna assume, oh, Viv's still the same high school girl. Why? Because they're probably that same person. Or they're that same person, you know? Because some people don't grow. Some people, like, they don't flourish. The saying, people that peak in high school stay there, I really believe that. Because I haven't seen many people grow out from that. Maybe it's also that it hasn't really been a long time enough yet. People haven't really become self-aware.
Yeah, it's
like
all about being self-aware. Like, not even just me, just in general, like, you just need to be self-aware, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes timing for everybody is different, too. Yeah. So, like, we may think, like, oh, that's a little too fast, or that's a little too soon, and then be like, this is my time.
Yeah,
you know?
True.
It's not your time, it's my time. And you're not there yet, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
You can't judge. That's so true. So I take back what I said. I totally take it back.
No. Like, be a free thinker, you know? Like, think what you think. But, like, at least for me, like, that's how I see things.
But it's true. That's why. Because
people grow at different paces, too.
Exactly.
As long as, like, you're aware of how you are and, like, you want to... If you have the mentality, like, I want to be a better person, you're at least trying to, like, do something towards it, then that's fine. Like... People do. It's at everybody's at a different pace.
I think also experiences Experiences mature you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm barely maturing because I've been babied like my whole life, and I'm barely maturing, and I'm barely realizing like I need to get my life together. You know, like compared to you, like
don't compare. I mean, compare, but not
like
to make you feel less.
not compare, but like I feel like you, the person that you are, and like you've been
you
ever
just
since.
have an admiration.
I admire it, and I feel like that helped me grow, and that helped me like prioritize my life and like my responsibilities and want to be a better person. Not compare, but like take from what like I know from you and like your life, you know.
And that's all I want to do, just show other people what I do, and then hope that you gain from me the best things. That's it. Like, that's all I can hope for.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want people to compare themselves to me. Because, like you said,
not
we're
compare,
all in different places.
Yeah, that's the wrong word. Like, not compare, but, like, take from you. Like, learn from what you know.
Aspire
like,
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our own version
I hope
of
you're better.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. What's the other thing we could say?
Productivity. Just be productive. Yeah. And what else?
You're back.
Grandma, we're gonna hit the gym. You can pop it there. So we've been talking about self-awareness.
Okay.
How do people, because I think the main question that I get anyways, you talk about self-awareness. Well, Andrea, how can I be self-aware? I have a job, I have responsibilities, I don't have time, That's what I get from my coworkers when I tell them. Yeah, when I tell them, like, you have to be alone. And they're like, I don't want to, or I've never done that. And then they laugh it off. But it's like, self-awareness is the key. And how are you going to become self-aware? Well, you need to be by yourself for a little bit.
You need to see what you want in life.
And like you did, step back and, okay, I do this, and maybe I'm not responsible, and maybe I should start paying my bills on time, and maybe I shouldn't wake up 10 minutes after my alarm goes off, and just become self-aware and
like
start
little
noticing
things you can do, like, to build yourself up. Yeah, definitely. I think for me, it's like, maybe I should wake up, like, maybe I should get to work on time, wake up on time too. Like, that's a big thing for me, but just little things too.
Yeah, mine are not so much like, they're more like about my character.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me, I would say that being too forgiving would be something I really need to work on. And people would think like, no, you actually need to forgive, you know? But I feel like I'm way too forgiving.
So you're an extremist.
Yes, like it's like you could do anything and hurt me in a really bad manner, etc. And I would, it's because I know, like, I have a really big heart and I care about people a lot. So like they think it's easy to do whatever they want, and then because they know how I am as a person, that I would forgive them or let them slide, whatever, you know. So like that's something I need to work on, just to at least find a balance, and say like, that wasn't okay, I forgive you, but let's move on from it, and you are no longer gonna be in my life for that reason. But I don't hold a grudge.
Setting, you know? Like boundaries.
Yeah.
How did you notice that? How did you notice, like, I'm way too forgiving?
Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl.
I don't have to get into it, but
no, I mean, I don't mind it, but I just feel like my whole, like, at least through high school, there's just been a lot of people that have done that to me.
Yeah.
And it's just, I never saw it at first because I was like, oh, I'm just being a good friend, I'm just being a good girlfriend, I'm just being a good person, whatever, you know? And you have to forgive and forget, right? But there comes a time where you see a cycle.
Oh, yeah.
You see...
And you're tired of
and and then you're like, dude, I keep feeling like this.
Right.
Why do I keep feeling like this?
Right.
And you have to think and be like, why do I keep feeling like this? And who is making me feel this way?
Holy shit.
And then when you think about it in retrospect, you're like, oh shit, like, that's why. Let me cut those people off. Let me reevaluate what this relationship, what this friendship, what it is, and if I even need it. And if I take a break from it and step back and I feel like I'm getting better as an individual, I'm like, that you were the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't me. It was you. So once you kind of get the sense of like relief, and then you kind of like take a breather, and you're like, okay, so obviously that person wasn't here for my best intentions or for their best intentions. Yeah.
So you also took a step back.
Oh yeah, I had to.
Right.
Because if I didn't, I would still be in the same place.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also, like, if they took a step back and I didn't, they could come back in my life at any moment.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize it.
Right.
They did, but I didn't. So it's.
I think a lot of people are scared to do that.
Yeah.
People
I was.
Because some people are comfortable.
Or they think that they won't find people better than that.
And that's always the problem.
That's true. I can definitely be like, okay, yeah.
Or they're scared to be alone.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, these are my only friends. I might as well just keep up with them.
Yeah. But it's not worth it. Like, being around someone who makes you feel like that because you don't want to be alone. You'd rather be alone and like yourself instead. Love yourself first and then surround yourself around people. Because, I feel like if I don't know, you are like how you say you are what you attract, or what did you say?
What you aspire to be.
Yeah, we are what you attract to. If you're this positive person, you're gonna attract those people. And sometimes even people if they see you be so positive and happy, they don't want to be around you. Like they're like, this girl's too happy. Like
she's too corny.
Yeah. So then they don't have to be in your life, but you'll attract the people that like that energy and they'll want to be around you. And that's how it is, Yeah.
And I think what's the quote? Better to be alone than in bad company.
Oh yeah.
I learned that. And I think that's also part of why it matures you a little bit more, because you're like, when you're alone in those couple months, weeks, whatever,
that's the real you.
The real you. Yeah. And you're like, well, why have I been choosing shitty friends? Kind of like what we've all done that. We've all stepped back and we're like, wait a minute, this person's actually fucking shitty. Why am I dealing with this person? Right, because we've been friends forever. Or
we make excuses
for people.
Yeah.
And literally, if you were to be shitty to other people, they'd be like,
hell yeah, they would be like that.
Back up. I threw up the peace sign, but that's it,
Y'all can't see it, but it's
there. Yeah, but it's kind of like what we talked about earlier with the friend that canceled with me. You kind of have to start doing people how they do you. Exactly. And start making yourself a priority. And it feels selfish to big-hearted people, but I feel like big-hearted people are dumb. Because they just keep getting stepped on. And they keep getting, run over. And, well, she's always going to be there.
I was that one.
But I also feel like I always think this, if you go into a relationship, with friendship, relationship, whatever, and it doesn't work out, at least you were, your truest self in that relationship. At least you gave what you gave. And they took from you and they didn't give it back. But at least you were who you were in that situation, that relationship. And I don't know, that makes it better for me.
I can sleep at night.
Yeah. I didn't do any. I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. I was who I wanted to be, and if they didn't want to be around me, then okay, then bye.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about those relationships. I don't know.
Yeah, and as hard as it may sound, you should appreciate whoever you have in the moment, but you still shouldn't form any type of attachment, because everything's temporary,
Sadly,
everything's temporary. So I think enjoy the people that you have around you at the moment, exactly, while still setting your boundaries, because you deserve respect.
Yeah.
But at the same time, learn that, hey, I really love Mariana and Viviana, but they're not mine. They can leave at any moment. And I'm gonna let them
I never
be
thought
themselves.
about that.
Yeah, because...
But I will never leave. I'll never leave. But that's so true.
Yeah. And I think that's, love.
That's so true. You sticking around.
Exactly. And I think I tweeted about this one time. I said, have love for friends and lovers, regardless if you're part of their plans or not. That will truly make you happy.
Yeah. I think that's yeah, like I relate to that, but I also like me. The way I think about it is like Viviana and Andrea are my best friends, right?
Yeah.
And my thing is not they're gonna leave at any moment they want.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is we're gonna be friends as long as we can, as long as we hope to be, if God allows it.
Yeah.
And if we drift away, I know it's not because they don't like want to be there.
Right.
It's
'Cause
just
we're
because
busy.
there's
Life,
you know, like everybody's busy with their own things. And I know if we have like the strong friendship that we have, even though we won't talk on a regular basis, we know it's like there.
It's there.
You know, because there
'Cause
came a time.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'll keep going.
Because there
Sorry,
came
I'm
a time.
interrupting you.
No, because there came a time where like I didn't like we were friends, but we didn't talk for months.
Oh, months.
Months.
Yeah.
And I always thought about her, and I always text. I at least tried to text her and be like, "Hey, like I know we haven't hung out in a while,
Yeah.
but I miss you, and I hope you're doing
Or
good."
slid up on
Or-
stories.
yeah,
like,
or like, girl, you look good
Yeah,
as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like little things like that. And even though we don't talk on a regular basis or like connect or like, you know, things like I want her to know that I still got you when you need me. But now that like, I don't know, it's just the world has a funny ways of
Timing.
time.
dude.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just, like I said, I live in the moment and like I never want to say like they'll leave when they want to
Yeah.
because that's just like no, it
You don't want to
shouldn't.
set it up for failure.
Yeah,
like
you should just like live like on what we have now and make plans
As
so
much
that
plans,
doesn't
yeah.
end.
Yeah,
You get me?
Yeah, continue making
Yeah.
plans.
So then it's effort.
Yeah.
It comes down to effort.
Effort from every
right.
party
Mhm.
Right.
in here.
And
Yeah.
being transparent. I think that's why this works.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't make me happy or if you don't make me happy, I tell you. And I'm comfortable telling you because I feel like you're not going to backlash on me.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I feel like you're going to be
Yeah.
like, well, I don't think so. No, you're going to tell
And
me.
be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like,
Right.
what can I do to fix
Yeah.
it?
Right. Or, oh, I'm sorry I did that, but I felt this way because you, and then talking
Communicating,
about it.
yeah.
Communicate.
Which a lot of people don't communicate.
No.
No.
They
And
have
it's
their
like, how
feelings
old
up.
are you?
Because they avoid it's confrontation. Like they avoid it. They don't want to.
Yeah.
Like me?
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong? No, I'm perfect. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah. No.
Shut the fuck up. No, you're not.
I feel like even now, like with everything going on with us, like we still make time, and we don't even text all the time either. Like we text every once in a while, but we still make time for each other. Like we know, like I feel like subconsciously we know, like we're going to the gym tonight. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
and it's exciting to like make plans because we see like we make plans to go to the gym. We're being productive and we're seeing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I love that so much. Like it makes me so happy to do that.
And then
every
like
single
special
day.
events come up too, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Like your birthday.
Yeah.
if I could twerk, I would twerk.
January 10th.
Shameless
Capricorn
plug.
season.
No, but like even that, like it's just a birthday, right? And there's some friends who'd be like, "Happy birthday,"
Yeah.
you know, send a quick text
Right.
just so I don't look like a
Balloon
bad
emoji.
friend.
Yeah.
But then there's also the friends that are like, "Happy birthday, let me take you out."
Yeah.
Right. And then
I love that. Yeah.
and we have to.
You know.
Viv and Andrea, cut off. But it'd be like that, you know? And those are the type of people that you kind of want to be around.
Yeah.
The people that want to be around you as
Yeah.
and
well.
want to see you happy too.
Yeah. Or like that are happy for you
And
in
push
anything.
you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because if I didn't fucking drag this bitch to the gym, she would not have gone.
Okay, is a gym what does it say on Planet Fitness?
Gym intimidation.
Gym intimidation. That was real, okay?
That's true. It's because you're scared of like you don't know how to use things or like how you're gonna
Yeah.
look. Like your
You're like,
form.
my form fucked up.
Literally,
My
like
knees
when
cracking.
dead ass. I'm like, how old am I?
Fucking weak.
No, but when Mariana and I walked into the gym, I was shaking, and
I
I
was
was like,
she's
"What
like,
the
dude,
fuck am I
yeah."
shaking?"
She's like, I don't think I want to do this. I was like, dude, you're
Yeah.
okay. Like, and I kept telling her, I was like, it's okay. It feels like that. It feels overwhelming just
Yeah.
because you feel like all eyes are on you.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna realize people are not paying attention
yeah, nobody
to you.
fucking cares.
Yeah.
They're
probably
focusing
feeling-
on
They're
them.
probably feeling the same way too. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now I'm like, bro, can we go tonight? Like,
Yeah.
I need to go, but
5
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, what you
y'all
doing?
awake?
Yeah, I feel like I need it now. Like I get excited to go, and like I love looking at videos to
Yeah.
like know more like little workouts I can do at the gym. It's just fun.
Yeah. And we get back to the number one thing on this podcast was just happiness. Progress. We're seeing progress now.
Oh, y'all.
That makes you happy. You're like, baby gains, bitch. You know, like, I got definition on my arm that's never been there. And
Like,
I'm
oh, she getting pats.
She rounding out or whatever.
She throw that ass in a circle real quick.
Yes. Now when I'm on my knees, I don't get tired. You know?
Bitch.
I'm dead.
JK.
Are you though?
Rated R, bro. Explicit.
Very
No,
explicit,
I meant,
folks.
like when I'm
No.
dancing.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, when she turnpiping. When we at the club getting low. No, bro,
Oh
my
my
knees
God.
hurt for a while after the club.
Like I would come up. No, not even after. Before we started going to the gym,
Yeah.
I would come up my stairs and I'd be in pain, dog. Like
That's
literally.
true.
And then after, cause I'm moving now, cause I just sit. I literally work and I just sit for 8 hours. 8 hours working, and then an hour in the morning, and then an hour when I drive back home. I'm sitting for like 10 fucking hours. You think my knees weren't gonna be mad at me, or my whole body? Like
Yeah.
I'm just like literally in a vegetative state. I'm just a potato. Like I just type
Same.
all day to my heart's content. Well, not because I want to, but because it's my job.
You have to. Yeah.
But I think also like it's addicting. Like the gym is fun.
It's
It is.
fun.
And it's stress reliever. It's a stress
Like, you know
reliever.
that if you put work into it, you're gonna see results. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
You just gotta
and
put
it
the
ma-
right work
yeah,
in.
you need to be consistent with it. And it. I don't know. It makes you happy. It doesn't have to do with like
Consistency.
science. Like,
Consistency is key.
It is. It's all it is. Like I feel like if we're consistent for 6 months or more, like that's something that I've been seeing everywhere. We're gonna have what is it? We're gonna have progress that we would have had 2 years, 3 years from now.
and also it'll be like natural to you to want to go to the gym, to want to eat healthy, like make better decisions. There's this thing. I forgot what. I think it was a documentary or something, and they were saying how like. Was it Mark Jacobs or Steve Jobs? Like, there's a certain amount of, like, good decisions that a person can make a day. So that's why you see people who are, like, super, like, rich billionaires dressing whatever. That decision's already made because it's like, I'm just going to wear this t-shirt, this jeans, whatever. And they're going to put the rest of their decision making into other things, you know, into their business or whatever. And, like, it's good, like, you make good decisions. You need to start your day off by making a good decision. If you start your day by, like, okay, I'm gonna eat healthy, I'm gonna eat this breakfast, and then you're like, well, I'm already eating breakfast, this healthy breakfast, what am I gonna eat for lunch? Like, you're just gonna continue that good decision making, you know?
Domino effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I've been practicing or like drilling in my head is messy bed, messy head.
Yeah.
During the week, I get up 5 minutes earlier and do my bed.
Bro.
Oh, I don't do that.
I didn't think about that, and that's so fucking true.
It's so fucking true.
Because
Never
my
tried
bed
that.
is not made. I am sorry to say that, but it is not. And I go home, and I'm like, fuck, bro, why is it so messy in here?
Exactly.
But it's not. It's just because the fucking bed.
Yeah, but and like if you think of it, this is where you come to rest.
Yeah.
So if the area that you come to rest is messy, like it defeats its whole purpose. You know? Yeah, I didn't do my bed today, but I wasn't doing shit today. It was a whatever day, and it's a weekend.
Okay, yeah.
But during the week, I make it a priority because if I start my day off right, good outfit, you know, just showered, if everything else is how it's supposed to be, why isn't my bed gonna be how it's supposed to be?
It's true.
You know, this is my resting area.
I was thinking about that the other day, like, cleaning my room. On top of that, like, I need to get my life together, get me together, like, everything else, but, like, my room is messy, like, and I come home to that, and I want to be productive when I come home and it's messy, and it's like, okay, like, it just, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good in
overwhelming.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Like you come in here to relax and to rest. Like,
You're like, fuck, now I gotta clean my room.
yeah. And it does piss you off because you're like, what the fuck? I just dealt with
Yeah.
bullshit at work. And then
Yeah.
on top of that, I gotta do my bed.
Yeah.
Or like my clothes are all over the floor. Or my whole closet's a mess. Like my shoes are everywhere. No.
Yeah.
No. So I literally made it a priority to, before I leave my
should do
house,
that.
my bed is going to be made. Why? Because messy bed, messy head. And it's true. It is true. Because it's fucking true.
it all
It's
ties
fucking
in
true.
together.
Yeah.
It is.
And I see everything like a cycle. You know, like I get into bed and it's done when I get into bed, right? So I undo it. So then obviously when I get out of bed, I have to do it again so that at night it's, do you understand what I'm saying?
Like,
it's
to get in the habit of doing it?
To get in the habit of doing it, and you can't leave a cycle open. Like, you need to close it.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, I see.
Maybe that's another podcast. But that's how I think about it now.
That's true. I'm gonna start doing that then. Because I leave my room kind of messy, and then I come home like, okay, maybe I should clean it because, like, I want to be productive today. And, like,
yeah. Or the same thing I do with that is, like, my hygiene. Like, if I wash my face in the morning or at night, I have to do it morning and night. Like, I can't just do it in the morning. You know, I have to do it again at night because I'm prepping my face for the night for when I rest, and then I'm prepping my face for the day. So it's part of my self-love routine.
Yeah.
Also, like, when you brush your teeth, you have to brush them day and night. You know, what else do you do? I don't know, just practice being clean.
Eating.
Yeah.
Eating, yeah.
And just, like, well, the things that you surround with, it's like your person. Why won't you put the best effort forward for your person?
Yeah. That's who you're with all the time.
Yeah.
That's who you are. Like,
Take care of yourself.
True,
Yeah. And people
and yourself should come first. Yeah.
Yeah. And people are like, well, I want a boyfriend. I want to fall in love. I want to do this. Well, bitch, how do you want people to love you if you don't even know how to love yourself? You know?
That's true.
Exactly. Like, you're showing people how to take care of you by not taking care of yourself. So that's why I had to step back and tell myself, okay, it's not the time for a boyfriend. It's the time to, who is Andrea? What does Andrea want? What does Andrea need? You know, what are Andrea's moods? What does Andrea need to fix? How is Andrea toxic? Like, that's what I had to do.
Yeah, toxic too. Because you also have to take accountability for yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you go into a relationship with all these problems, both of your problems are just going to be in it, and it's just going to make everything worse, you know?
And also, it goes back to communication, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be in a relationship and you know the type of crap you've dealt with in the past, I think if you've gotten to the point where, like, hey, I kind of want to get to know this person and date them and all these things, you should be able to tell them, hey, these are my issues.
Yeah.
This is what I did. This is what, I mean, if you want it to kind of work, you know, you have to be very open about it.
Yeah.
And if they feel like, okay, like, I will show you that there is nothing that I'm going to do in order for you to feel that way.
Right.
Awesome, you know?
Yeah.
But then I feel like there's people that know they have all these things in their head, and instead of talking about it with that person, they just bring it in.
Yeah.
And later on, the other person's like, whoa, like,
They
where
start
did
to
this
notice
come
it.
from?
Yeah.
You know? When you could have just, like, talked about it from the very beginning.
Yeah, that's true. Because, like, you kind of put up this, like, image of yourself.
Right,
and you're,
up
like,
front.
Like a relationship. And, like, it's
a
not
persona that's
it's
not
not
you.
that you're aware of doing it, but you just do it. And then, like, you get comfortable with that person, and you start acting like how you act. And it's just, like...
And then, like, whoa, I didn't fucking sign up for this.
Yeah.
You know, like, what happened to the funny guy that I started talking to in the beginning?
And if
like,
you
why
are...
you not an asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you are who you are from the beginning, like, there won't be no surprises in the
Exactly.
future.
Yeah,
And they'll know who you are, and, like, they'll love that person that you were first... That you presented yourself in the beginning.
Exactly.
Plus, there's nothing more attractive than a person who's like, yo, I did this, this. I want you to hear it from me.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you if you want to deal with it or if you want to be in it for the ride. I don't know. If you don't, I totally understand. Let's keep it pushing.
And you know what? I've done that, and I've scared away more guys than I can
But
count. But guess what? I'm not dealing with them.
Exactly.
Why? Because I don't want to be with anybody that's not going to want me for me.
Yeah. That's true.
Exactly.
And anybody that will stick with you through the hardships is the person that you should literally be like, okay, you cool.
Exactly. Because
Fuck
you want
with
somebody to want you for who you are.
Like, why are you running away, pussy?
Exactly. Like, I've accepted the fact that I can be a lot. I can be. I'm too upfront. I'm too honest. Like, I understand. But if you're not willing to deal with that, this is not going to work. Because I'm not going to hide who Andrea, I'm not going to make myself small to make you comfortable. Because then I'm unhappy. And then I'm the farce. And then I'm going to take it out on you. So that's what I had to recognize. That's why I wanted to be alone for, like, a long time. Because I'm like, what did I do wrong in my previous relationships? Oh, right. I was too young First of all,
Yeah.
I was too young to think that it was time. Second of all, I would project my issues onto the other person.
Yeah.
Like, I would have a bad day with my parents,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
I would
yeah,
just
yeah.
dump it on them. Why?
Mhm.
Because I couldn't explode on my parents, so I just did it on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's me noticing, like, oh, right, I also had fault.
You have to deal with it yourself. You know, you can't just
Exactly.
put all your problems on another person.
I got a lot of issues, man.
Yeah.
I
You gotta
mean,
be
You
happy
can solve
first.
them all.
Oh, I know I can, but like I recognize it. It's just gonna take a lot of time for me to
Yeah.
obviously
Be
not
okay.
have those issues.
Not
or,
like
heal
I feel
from
like
them.
heal because I feel like those issues will always be there, but as long as you know how to control it
and that's the
like,
hard part.
and put your happiness above like those issues, you know, like it is hard. It's not easy. It's hard.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not fair to the other person.
It's not
either.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And
not
that's what I
fair.
hate, because like you can meet someone that's all right for you,
Mhm.
and now you're the one that's not right for them.
Yeah.
But it's not their fault. It's the person before them.
Right.
And it's like, fuck.
Well, that's why I think that you need to be alone to
Yeah.
recognize those problems and
Yeah.
heal from them, and then think about getting
Yeah.
in a
It's all about
relationship with them.
healing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we come back to the same thing: self-awareness.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people. My mom wasn't self-aware until like 5 years ago, and it shows because
Yeah.
now, like,
I love talking to your mom.
Yeah.
and because now it's
She a
healthy.
whiz.
Yeah.
It's healthy now. Like,
It's-
before,
It's so healthy.
I
yeah.
couldn't talk to her before. I'd be terrified to talk to her.
Mhm.
Why? Because she was angry. She had her own demons to deal with. But it wasn't until she started meditating, started reading, started becoming self-aware that she's like, oh, right, I don't have to be this person.
Mhm.
Right, I don't have to be angry all the time.
And you have to like be self-aware of how you talk to your kids, how you talk to other people. Like, what are you're just being so negative all the time. Like,
Yeah.
for what? You
Yeah.
know? That's how you want to be like your whole life. Like,
Yeah.
negative, you know?
And I think self-awareness scares a lot of people because then they're like, holy shit, I have a lot to
'Cause-
work on.
And then they have to take accountability for their actions.
Exactly. Accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes accountability means that you sometimes have to own up to the bullshit that you did.
Hell yeah. And that's hard. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, I
Because
fucked
it's
up.
embarrassing. Like, whoa, I made you feel like shit. Like, I don't
Mhm.
want to show my face to you anymore.
Yeah. But it's better to show your face and apologize than to walk away.
Yeah.
Because why are you going to do that to that person? Like, if you fucked up, tell them you're sorry. And you guys never have to talk again, but at least, like, show them that you're sorry. And sometimes people won't give you that, and you have to accept that, too. People won't apologize to you. And you have to just move on with your life. And
Yeah.
forgive them within yourself, too.
Mm.
So then you're just going to be bitter.
I've done that for these last few months. I had to, because like literally it felt like something was a burden
Mm-hmm.
like in my heart,
Yeah.
and I never knew what it was, and it was just hatred
Yeah.
towards
Resentment.
people
Yeah,
that
I have that.
did
yeah.
so much shit to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you're like, you know what, like, I forgive you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to say it to them, as long as you know it's okay to say it to yourself
Mhm.
and be like, I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing this for me.
Yeah.
Like, you could probably care less. You probably don't even remember what you did. You probably
Mhm.
don't care what you did. Whatever, right? But it's up to me to kind of set the path for me to be
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do that, I'm literally going to be lingering onto something that is, like, so...
Not for you.
Yeah. That doesn't need
That's
to
in the
be
past.
there.
You
And
wanna
to
Yeah.
hold
bring
you
it-
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that I hear a lot with forgiving other people is the moment that you forgive that person for insulting you or talking behind your back or sleeping with your boyfriend or whatever, whatever they did to you, you don't forgive them, you forgive you for letting you get treated that way,
Yeah.
for letting that slide. So I think you're not really forgiving them.
That's
I mean,
true.
in a sense you are,
Yeah.
but more so yourself.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't believe I let that person do that to me,
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's healthy.
Because then you
It's so-
start to realize, like we said earlier, like, you start to realize they're not making me happy. Like, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I want to be happy. I'm going to start making myself happy,
Yeah.
I didn't need them in my life to make me happy. Like, I was good before you,
And the fact that people notice, too. When, like, trust me, I've gotten so many people tell me, you look so happy.
You fucking do, bro.
You look healthy. You
are glowing.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Like, where is this coming from? And then you're like, oh, I know where it's coming from. Yeah. Like, okay, I guess that was the issue. But you don't see that. Like, you don't see what other people see.
Yeah, and when some people, like, I feel like it's rewarding when you start working on yourself and being happy, and then people start telling you, like you look great. You've grown so much as a person. Like, yeah, that's so rewarding. Yeah. It feels so good because it's like, yeah, like, I have been trying. Like, thank you for noticing, you know? Like, I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to, you know, improve. I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to have, I don't know, just be happy in general. Like, it's nice.
Be healthy.
Yeah, healthy.
I think now we're healthy. Yeah. Like, this is the healthiest. These are the healthiest relationships I've ever had.
Me too.
I feel
as friendships, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like in this friendship, like, I feel like I can be my true self, and I also feel like I know that you guys won't go and, like, backstab me or anything. I know. Like, I just know. And it feels great to, like, wake up and text you guys and, like, have these plans with you and not feel like, oh, like, what if they're, like, talking bad about me, you know?
Right.
It just feels very honest and open.
Because we're transparent.
Yeah.
Again, transparency.
And I can trust you guys with everything, yeah.
Same here.
For me, I feel like this is the healthiest friendship I've had, but the only friendship I've been vulnerable in.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me because I'm gonna cry.
I haven't been vulnerable yet because I don't like to cry.
It takes a while.
It takes a while, but I feel like I could be if I wanted to.
Oh, definitely, with open arms. Like, I'd be like, tell me.
I just need to be ready within myself to
definitely.
Like speak. Yeah. But I know that if I were to come out and, like, cry, you guys wouldn't judge me.
Yeah, we would be like, what the fuck? Pussy?
Yeah,
bro, I cry for everything.
Suck that shit up.
Yeah, I cry for everything. No, I feel like
Viviana.
No, I cry for everything.
When I'm mad, I cry. When I'm sad, I cry. When I'm happy, I cry.
My mom,
I'm a crier.
My mom will have to, like, misplace the keys and I need to go to work in the morning. I'll fucking cry.
Dude, that's me.
I'll wake everybody up and cry. Like, I cry for everything.
Bro, same.
Movies.
We haven't seen shit, man.
I feel like
that's what I'm like. What do I gotta do to make you cry?
I just feel like I've been hiding it. I was just, like, not ready yet. But I literally cry for everything. I just, like, haven't had the moment where I've, like, broken down and been like, okay, like, because I feel like I've been okay recently, like, with my, like, mental self or mental health. So I haven't cried, but I do cry for. If we watch a movie, we'll probably cry. I can cry.
Same.
We can watch The Notebook or something. Or Call Me by Your Name. I cry in that movie a lot. Or I almost cried when we were watching Silver Linings Playbook.
Dude,
bro, I watched it for 3 days.
She said, "I'm gonna cry,
bro. I watched it 3 days after, like, in a row, like, the next day, 3 days in a row afterwards.
Binge movies?
Just that movie, because I love that movie. It made, when you watch it together, it made me realize, like, I love this movie.
Do you want to go watch it right now?
Yeah. Like, I cried, and I was, like, next to you, and, like, I feel like you kind of falling asleep too, but I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna let it out a little bit.
Right. You're like,
it was such a beautiful movie, yeah. Like, little moments. But yeah, I do cry a lot.
Like, did you guys see this coming? I never in a million years would have seen this coming.
And
ever.
You know,
I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, a drama.
No, but I just never thought about it.
I feel like I'm in a dream, like,
I agree.
A good dream.
Same.
Because when we make plans with each other and, like, all the stuff we have to look forward to in the future, I feel like it's a dream. Like, it hasn't hit me yet, like, that, like, I'm happy and, like, I have good people in my life. Like, I'm happy and, like, I feel like once things start to, like, you know, pick up with everything that we're planning to do with each other and ourselves, like, that's when I'm gonna be like, oh shit, like, I've been working for this, like, it's happening. Like, I'll cry then. My voice cracked a little bit, but I know I'll cry, like, once it hits me, like, but yeah,
like, I'm telling you guys, I thought about this. I was like, one day, I don't care if I just have 5 friends to a friend. One day it's gonna be enough. And I'm gonna have somebody or people that I can relate to, people that I can talk to, people that I can just pick up and go to, like, one day. And I would write about it. my friends are gonna be, friends are gonna hear me, my friends are gonna communicate with me, my friends are gonna love me for me because
one thing that I love is listening. Like, you guys listen to my ideas and you guys don't think it's dumb or, like, dismiss them or anything. Like, listening to me about what I, like, makes me happy, that makes me happy. Like, I just love talking about myself, not myself.
You're
like,
so conceited.
I love talking about, like, things that I want to do, and, like, for you guys to just listen to me is enough. Like,
And there's a difference between hearing people out and listening to people.
Yeah.
Because you could easily be talking and you're like, yeah.
Yeah. I've definitely been in situations.
And then there's listening where you're actually, like
being
there
active in
the conversation and talking to them and giving out pointers.
And coming back and, like, what is it? Going back and
rebuttaling,
forth.
Yeah.
Right.
With actual ideas,
or
not
people,
like,
hold on. The people that are just, like, they're talking and they're just waiting to say something. You know, like, I don't need something from you all the time.
Yeah,
like,
just
listen. Yeah.
I've definitely felt like I have kind of been like that, and I've been trying to work on, like, listening, not just, like, hearing you and be like, okay, I know what I'm gonna say afterwards. Like, no, I feel like I've worked on it, like, much more now.
Yeah.
It's all about improving yourself.
Exactly.
There's always room for improvement.
Always.
Like,
I remember 2 years ago, I'm like, I'm the shit. I got shit to work on.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And then
definitely,
now I'm like, bro, what's wrong with
victim.
me?
Yeah. I've definitely played the victim a lot.
I used to not accept when I was wrong. Like, nope, I'm
I
right.
never apologized.
Andrea, wrong? What? Never.
Yeah.
I'm always right. I'm the white napkin. Like, there's no stain on me. The fuck?
Well,
no.
that's a good little...
That's a good analogy or
Yeah.
whatever.
But that's...
And even now, I don't think I'm perfect.
Oh,
I
hell
think
no.
I have so much to... But it's exciting to, like, learn more and, like, seeing your traits and, like, finding more about yourself and, like, you know, what you want, what you don't want. Like, and I get excited because I'm like, okay, like, I can do this for myself and it'll make me happier, you know? I can improve.
Like, there's constant layers and there's always something to fix. Always. And then, like, you look back and you're like, holy fuck, I'm not who I was.
No.
Like, I'm really not. Like, I look back at who Andrea was last January. Andrea last January was fucking toxic. Like, Andrea last January.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I was toxic with me.
Okay.
Like, with how I would look at me, with how I would eat, with how I wasn't drinking water, how I was drinking, you know, like, I wasn't sleeping right. I didn't keep my room clean. I would just sit on the couch. That's it. And I would dream in my head.
Really?
Yeah. I'd be like, well, because maybe, I don't know.
Because when we would hang out, it would feel like, oh, like, she has her shit together, you know? That's what I always felt like.
Or maybe I'm too hard on myself.
Yeah, I
Maybe
feel like you are
okay.
hard on yourself.
That's what I need to work on.
Because I always feel like you had, like, and like you're saying, like, you're talking shit about yourself right now, and you were saying back then you talk shit about yourself, and you're doing it right now, like.
And she
but
swears.
Like, I felt like you,
she swears. That bitch swears.
Yeah, she swears that she got, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
she just bagging herself downstairs saying, I need to do this because look at how ugly this. I'm like, bro, it's okay. You can't be perfect all the time.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
Listen, I think my mom fucked me up because listen to this. When I was like 12, I don't know, I was growing up. I think I told you this story already, or both of you guys' story. I brought home a report card, and it said AAAAAB.
Bro,
Listen to me.
I swear to God.
I got home so happy. I was like, she gonna put this on the fridge. You know, like, she gonna celebrate me. You know, like, Ama, I worked so hard, you know. And I gave her the report card, and she said, is that a B? And I told her, yeah, there was a test I didn't really do so well on. And she said, that could have been an A.
Yeah. You're not the only one.
Yeah, and from then on, I was like, what? That was like, this is the hardest I've ever worked. You know, like, am I not enough? And then from there, like, anything I do, you guys, I'm like, I could do better. This is not enough. Maybe I need to work an hour more. Or 3 hours more. Or even when I turn it in, I'm like, no, I could have changed this or that. So I think that's why I feel like sometimes I'm not enough. Or what I do is not enough. Because, not that it was my mom's fault. Because maybe she was just projecting, you know, or whatever. But ever since then, that's always in my head. Like, that could have been better. or you could have worked harder, or blah 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 blah. Which then we come back to your parents fuck you up one way or another.
Definitely. I think they really, really do. They grow. It's like generations of like all of this. Like, you know, they grow up in that environment. They bring that environment to their family.
Oh yeah. Like my mom tells me, I never talked to your grandma the way that I talk to you. Your grandma wouldn't talk to me. You know, she said I would ask your grandma for a hug, and I would only get like the little tap.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's so sad.
Yeah, my mom wanted affection from her parents, but my grandma had 11 other kids to tend to, and trying to feed them, and they were poor. Like, you think she had time to, you know what, maybe I should give my daughter a hug.
Yeah.
No, she was trying to survive, which is, I think that's why part of that side of the family is so fucking like hurt and empty, because
that's true.
They didn't grow up with love. They grew up on survival. Literally, they were trying to survive.
Yeah, I feel like that's how my mom is, like, trying. She's still like, she'll buy so many things and to take to Mexico, right? And it's like, and I tell her, like, Mom, you need to buy, like, why do we have so much stuff in the house? Like, she, like, kind of keeps it. I'm like, and then I'm like, we should throw it away. You know, we have too many Tupperware, like, or pan. Yeah. And then she'd be like, why are you gonna throw it away? Like, literally had this conversation with her the other day. She's like, why are we gonna throw it away? We can give it to Mexico. Like, you know, why do you want to throw it away? They can use it over there. There's so many people over there that don't have stuff. And it's like, chill.
Right.
Chill. Like, if you really want to give something to them, give them something useful, not use Tupperware. Like, for what? Like, that's just trash, you know, creating more trash. They're probably not even gonna use it. They're probably gonna throw it away too. Like, I don't know, like, I do feel like they feel like they're still trying to survive.
Or my mom talks to my grandma every other week on the phone, and before she talks to her, she talks to my uncle, because my uncle looks after her. And literally to this day, they're well off. Like, they have money now. All my tias and tios help. Like, everyone's money is everyone's money, you know? So there's money, there's food.
Yeah.
My grandma will keep bread from 3 months ago. Literally, because she's like, no, she has that poor mindset. Because before, she would have to steal food because they had no money.
Yeah, my mom's family, yeah.
So it's like breaking that.
So I've never realized that, like, they still feel like they have to survive.
Yeah, and you know how hard that is? Like, that was over like 20 years. Imagine breaking a habit that you've been doing for 20 years.
Shit.
Like, that's hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about overtime. Talk about working overtime on yourself.
Yeah.
You can barely do it for like 3 years.
Exactly. So that's why and she's old. Like, I get it, you know? Like, but it makes sense why parents are the way that they are.
Yeah.
Because they grew up with that. And then now we're so modern and we have a surplus of everything, and now people can actually pay attention to their kids if they weren't so caught up in the media. But
Facebook?
Yeah. And in face, you know, but you know.
El libro de la cara.
Yeah. Ahí, exacto, ahí. So I think it's a little bit of a culture shock, but how they act and how they treat you and how you're raised definitely does play a part in how you are as a person when you grow up. Yeah.
And you have to be self-aware, and you have to realize, like, I don't want to be like that when I grow up. I don't want to give that to I don't want my kids to see that side of me. Like, I'm not going to be that person for my kids. I'm going to be a better person for my kids if I ever have kids, you know? Like, I want to be able to, like, have them approach me, and we can have conversation, like how you and your mom are. Like, you guys are able to talk to each other and talk through things and, like, apologize to each other, you know? Like, that's what I love, like, apologizing, like, because I feel like with my family, it's like she's the mom, I'm the child, and I still feel like that's how it is, like, our dynamic, like, and it's not right. Like, you need to be able to apologize. Like, that's the main thing, be able to apologize to your kids when you're wrong, and not apologize by, like, oh, I'll buy you this, or I'll make you this food. You know, like, my mom likes to make me food when, like, stuff happens and we have arguments. She'll, like, come in my room, she'll give me chocolates,
she's trying to, like,
make me my favorite food. But that's not,
she's trying to buy it.
I don't need that. Like, I need you to talk to me. That's what I want you to do.
So I think part of that is maybe that's how her mom made up to her, or her parents. So that's how she, like, remember, you do what you're taught. So if that's what she was taught, like...
That's, me and my sister always say that, like, that's how she grew up.
Maybe she doesn't know how to communicate in that way. And again, like, it takes two to tango, as corny as that sounds.
Yeah.
Like, my mom and I communicate so well because we both want to be healthy.
Yeah.
You know, like, we argue. We get into fights.
Yeah.
You know, like, I come home from work tired, she comes home from work tired, and nobody cooks or nobody picks up, and we go at it.
Yeah.
You know, or she acts like a teenager sometimes, and I tell her, I'm like, what's your problem, dude?
Yeah.
And then we bicker, but then afterwards we're like, okay, that wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Why were you having a bad day? And she tells me, well, this happened to me and this happened and that.
And then that's
like
good
that.
too, because like at least you're aware that they're having a bad. You can try to help them. Like you're not like oblivious to like what they're going through. Like, cause sometimes I feel like I used to just go to my room and like not talk, but because I was having a bad day, and I would just be like whatever. And my mom would think like, oh, like she's being lazy or whatever. But it's not that. It's just, like, I'm going through things, too, and, like, maybe I need someone to talk to me about it, you know?
I think it's very hard for me to be like, well, do this with your mom or do that with your mom.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where your parents are at.
Yeah.
You know?
Not that they're bad parents.
Oh,
like,
no.
They're amazing parents. Like, they literally give me everything. But it's just, like, the communication is not there. Like,
yeah. And I think it comes down to, do they even communicate? Do they even talk?
Have the skills to do that?
Exactly.
I think, like, for her way of communicating is just, like, talking about what's going on with the family or, like, what we can do next weekend. Like, not really having a conversation about things, about the future, about what I want to do in my life, you know? Like, we never have, like, those conversations that I, like, want to have.
That sounds like my mom.
Yeah?
Yeah, my mom, literally, I'm lucky to even get... And I love you from my mom.
Oh, no, my mom tells me. Oh,
no.
Okay. Damn, I didn't know that.
I don't get that.
So, see, this is where it's hard. Because, you know, I could be like, well, just talk to her and tell her.
Yeah.
But
it has to be both ways.
Trust me. Like, sometimes I leave the house and I'm like, bye, Mom, gotta go to work, love you. She's like, bye. Okay.
Oh.
Bye.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, I think that's why also I'm so hard on myself, and I don't like to show emotions or feelings or anything, because like, and people think I'm cold. Like, they're like, bro, like, you're a bitch, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I am.
But like, we
but
know
deep
you
down,
and you're not that person.
No, deep down though, when I care about somebody, I'm gonna give you all of me.
Yeah.
And when obviously, like, if you don't know me, like, I'm just not gonna show that to you, because you're not taking any initiative to get to know me, and why should I show you how vulnerable I can get?
Yeah.
You know, that's why there's only certain people that can say, I really know her.
Yeah.
Because literally 2 people can really say, I know Mariana.
Us too?
3 people.
Okay.
3 people can say that. Yeah, 3. Not even my mom knows me, dude.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like my parents don't know me.
My mom does not know me at all.
And, like, remember I told you, like, how Anne Frank's dad, when he read her diary, like, after everything happened, that's when he realized, like, thank you.
We got brownies.
We got brownies delivered. Thank
Close
you.
the door.
She said knocking to
I
give
know.
us brownies, which is so sweet.
And I'm like, can you
You're like,
stop
shoo,
knocking?
Like, they're gonna get cold, bro.
I know.
But, like, how Anne Frank's dad, like, he didn't know how... he didn't know how, like, smart... I don't know what the word was that he used, but how, like, smart his daughter was, or how, like, thoughtful she was, until he read her diaries. He never knew her daughter. And, like, parents don't know their children like that. Like, they don't know how we think.
Nobody does.
Like, they just think we're just teenagers. Like, oh, we just want to go party. Like, no, like, some of us want to... Not that partying is bad or anything, but, like, some
there's
of us
more
are more
to that.
thoughtful. Like, there's more to me. Like, I'm not... Like, I say, oh, I'm gonna go to Andrea's, blah, blah, blah. It's not like I'm coming over here to, like...
Party.
Fuck around. Like, I'm coming over here to have these conversations. And, like, I feel like they don't see that. They don't know that we're doing that, you know?
Or, like, my mom literally tells me, she's like, where are you going? And I'm like, to Andrea's house, for example, right?
Yeah.
Again? I'm like, girl,
It's better than doing something
It's
else.
better than being here, that's for damn sure. Like, you know? And she thinks, like, I'm just here to, like, be annoying or fuck around,
yeah,
you know?
but
Like
no.
you're saying. But there's more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And if only they... I don't know. If only they asked questions. If only they were intrigued.
Ask questions more than where are you going or what are you doing.
Because, like, I could get that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. I get it all the time. Where are you going? Who are you going with?
Why?
But how about, how are you?
Yeah. What are you guys doing over there? Like, what's going on? Like,
How
was your
feeling
day?
today?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
Are you in a good mood?
Right.
Yeah.
Have you eaten?
Yeah.
Right. I think, well, it just sounds like, I don't mean to say this in like a pick me or like a look at me, I'm special way, but I feel like my mom is not from here. I feel like she's like an alien or something because a comparison is bad, but I do like step outside like you guys and realize, okay, I should really cherish my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can talk to my mom.
Yeah.
And I can tell her, hey, I'm having a problem. Like, hear me out. So I wish I had something to like make your parents look at you guys and want to say or communicate with you guys the way that you want to be communicated with, because that's what I'm hearing. Like, all you guys want is to talk to them.
Yeah.
And love.
And
Like,
from your parents. Like,
Yeah.
it's your parents. Of course you want to feel love from them, you know? Like, they're your parents.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's why when you asked me, like, are you sure you want to come to Thanksgiving dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you want to come to Christmas? And I was like, yeah. Like, I thought that was normal.
Oh.
I remember for New Year's, I wanted to go spend it with one of my best friends at the time.
Mm-hmm.
My mom had a fit. She was like, fuck no, you're not going. What the fuck? That's a family event. Like, what's wrong with you? And I would be like, well, fuck family. Like, I want to fucking be here, you know? Like, I want to be with my friends. But because I'm like, I can't breathe. Like, I want to be with my friends. But now I'm like, right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm grateful that it's like that. But at the time, it was like...
I think, like...
Now I don't mind it, though.
Growing up, I would always put the pressure on myself because I would be the one to not want to be part of family. And it goes both ways because I would, like, not want to be a part of it, whatever. My mom would always, like, be like, come on, let's go do this. Like, she's always wanted me to be a part of it. And, like, that's great. Like, she treats me amazing. But I started to realize, like, even when I try to communicate, when she says, we don't talk, like, she always tells me, but it's like, when I try to talk to you, it's like, you don't want to talk about the things I want to talk about, like, or, like, just have a good conversation. Like, she never wants to do that, but she always complains about not doing it. I feel like we have different definitions of talking and having a relationship.
Got it.
Like, I think that's just it. Like, if it wasn't for that, then we could have because I do want to hang out with her and all this stuff, but if we just had something good to talk about, like, something worth talking about instead of her, like, bringing up stuff that I don't want to talk about, you know?
That doesn't matter to you.
Not that it doesn't matter, like, just bringing up, like, personal stuff, you know? Like, I don't want to talk about stuff like that. I'm trying to talk about something else.
Have you told her that?
Yeah, but no, I haven't never. Not really. Like, she if I do, it's just very weird to, like, get vulnerable with her because we've never been like that. So, I don't know. I can try, but...
I think maybe you need to talk to Miss Valdez downstairs, my mom, because I feel like she's wise enough to know where you guys are coming from, because she had the same problem with her mom. She couldn't talk to her mom in any way. So if maybe she can give you guys, like, some pointers, like, okay, well, you can do this or you can do that, but at the end of the day...
I think it all starts with me. Like, for me, what I can do is, like, hang out with her too, because she always, like, is sad about us not hanging out with her. And, like, I can say, like, yeah, like, that's fucked up of me to not hang out with her, but sometimes it's just, like, even if it's family, like, it's kind of toxic, the type of things that they want to talk about, you know? And I can just start with just hanging out with her, and then hopefully, because my sister has had conversations with her. Yeah, I just realized right now. My sister told me that one time they were, like, driving back from Tucson, so it was, like, a 2-hour drive. They had a conversation about things.
Holy shit, your mom got in depth.
She did with my sister, and it's just, like, I feel like me and her are like have like little arguments too much that maybe we just can't connect. But she connected with my sister, so I feel like there's something there to work with. But who knows? Like I can try.
I think also maybe because you guys are always fighting or whatever it is that however you guys communicate the most. She's maybe just feels like she has to be defensive.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that with her too, yeah. That's definitely it too.
And then at that point, it's not about having a conversation, it's about winning the argument. Mm-hmm. You know, like, no, I'm gonna win because Viv is the kid.
That's so true. That literally happened like yesterday. That's so true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah. So, I mean, my mom can be your mom. It's up to you. But I think at the end of the day, everybody wants to have a healthy relationship with the people that they deal with.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And sometimes, like you say, Mariana, you have to be the bigger person. And you can sleep at night knowing that I fucking tried.
Yeah.
I know you did no wrong.
To you. Yeah, I tried to put my wall down and tell you, hey, mom, I feel like this. Or, hey, whatever other fulanito that lives in the house, I appreciate you for blah, 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 blah. Or,
but you know what, though? I am appreciative even of the things that I don't have. Like, for example, things that you have with your mom that I don't have. I take that into consideration and I tell myself, I did not like the way that I felt growing up with not having the support, whatever. I am not going to be that type of mom to my kids.
Yeah.
So you learned from it. Yeah. And now you're not going to repeat it.
It hurts, you know, but I'm not going to be bitter and be like, that's the way my mom treated me, that's how I'm going to treat them.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm going to treat them better.
Yeah.
And, like, I wish I could wave a wand around your mom and be like, act right, you know, like, do something, but...
I love my mom, by the way, y'all. Don't think I'm over here, like, bashing on
my
her.
parents are, like, the best parents. Right. Like, my parents are freaking amazing. Like, they support me, everything. It's just the communication isn't there. That's the only problem I have with my parents.
Like I told you, I wish your dad was my dad. Like, literally, I see him and my uncles, and I'm like... Bro, what the fuck?
They're like hardworking, everything. They're
like,
there.
Why can't my dad get his shit together? But no, but it just shows you that they're not perfect, and
everybody has something.
Yeah.
Everybody. Nothing is perfect.
Exactly. But I don't know. I think it all goes back to, again, self-awareness.
And definitely, because they grew up like that. People have mental problems. People aren't aware. People just say like I don't know if you see on Twitter how people are like, well, I grew up getting hit and I turned out fine. No, you have problems. You're just not aware of it. Like, you go out like every night. You don't want to feel what you feel. Like, you would rather be drunk. You would rather be high. Like not that doing those things is bad, but if you want to escape your reality just like because you don't want to feel anything, like, there's something there, and you have to be aware of that, and you have to try to fix it, or you're gonna live like that the rest of your life, and you're gonna bring that into like other relationships with your kids, everything. Like, that's how it's going to be. You have to be self-aware of how you act and how you react to things.
I think if you constantly need to be in a state where you're altered, where you're not there, where you're high or drunk or whatever, if you constantly feel the need, like, I need a drink, or I need to smoke, or I need a whatever, there's a problem. You should want to live your reality how it is.
Yeah. And it's fun to go and do those things.
Yeah.
Like, be with your friends. Like, I like going out and, like, having fun with my friends and doing those things, but
to a certain extent,
when the time is right.
Exactly.
If I'm at a party or if we're hanging out, like, because I want to make the experience so much more fun, but if you have to do that so much because you don't like your life, like, you need to take a step back and look and, like, what am I going to do to change this? Like, why do I feel like this? Like, how can I fix this?
That's what I'm getting at. Like, there's nothing wrong with having fun, but there is something wrong with doing it all day, every day. Like, okay, it's cool, do whatever you want to do, but what have you done besides that? Do you have a good job? Are you good in school?
It's not like we're, like, judging anybody. It's just, like, we want you to be the best version of yourself.
To be aware. Because if you're aware, you're gonna give the community a good person. You're gonna be a good person.
You're
gonna
be a good
community.
person, yeah.
Exactly.
Overall, yeah.
We don't need any more lazy people. We don't need any more.
We don't have enough
We
of that.
have had enough. Like, enough. We don't need any more bitter people. We just need better people, more aware people. I think
people who want what's best for themselves and for everybody else. Like,
I think that's why I made this, because I want people to be aware. I want people to know, hey, you're not a lazy person that doesn't know where they want to go.
You're not
there's
alone.
Something is there.
Exactly.
Yeah, something is there. Like, what is going on in your life that it's making you, like, act like that? Like, have those behaviors. Like, what is going on? So that you can learn from it and grow from it. Like, be a better person, you know?
Yeah.
If that's your goal. If you don't want to be a better person, then don't be a better person.
But if sit there,
but if you do, like, what are you gonna do to change it?
Exactly. What are you gonna do?
And, like,
what would Jesus do?
Yeah. I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Sorry.
I like what you said, though. What are you gonna do? Because you're not gonna change anything sitting.
Yeah, and it's not even like,
and you gotta start.
Quit your job, get a new job. It's like within your person. Like, even if you have a bad, like, I don't like my job. Like, my job is for right now. Like, hopefully when I graduate, I'll get the job that I want, you know? But I'm gonna go into my job happy every single day and try to do my best.
Because it's what you have.
Because it's what I have, you know? People have less, you know? People wish that they had that job.
Yeah.
People wish they had what you had. There's always gonna be someone who wishes they had what you had, and just be grateful for what you have, and I don't know, try to do something for yourself with the stuff that you have, you know?
Exactly. Fuck, I was gonna say something too.
Sorry.
I was about to go off. Oh my god.
Because I interrupted you.
No, not even that. What was I gonna say? Okay, it came back. Just like you said, do what you can with what you have at the moment that you have it. And start small. Like, your life is not going to turn around tomorrow.
No.
Like, start by doing your bed. Start by maintaining your room clean.
Have a checklist.
Have a fucking have a to-do list. Like, have a morning routine.
If you have everything in your head, write it down.
Exactly.
Write it down. Like, start goals for yourself. Speak it to existence.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's how I started. Like, I started thinking, like, I'm tired.
I should get to bed earlier.
Yeah. No, I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of, like, everything.
My bad.
Like, I'm just tired. Like, I don't want to live like this anymore. And then I decided, like, this is how I want to live. And this is how I'm going to live, like, every single day.
Yeah. And if you make those tiny decisions, like, they start spilling over. Like, okay, my room's clean. I'm gonna put my shoes away as soon as I get home.
Yeah.
Or, okay, I've started working out. Maybe I'm not gonna have that In-N-Out burger tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, like, it's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not. And you're gonna relapse.
Oh yeah, relapse. Definitely.
There's gonna be a day where you're not gonna fucking want to do your bed.
Like, honestly, before I came here, like, I was just feeling like, not that I didn't want to come here, but I was just feeling myself, like, I was just like something happened. I was like, like, I don't even want to go. Like, I have to, like, talk about being happy, and I'm not even happy right now. But then I sat there and I was like, no, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be sad. Like, I want to talk about this. I want to go hang out with my friends. Like, this is what I like to do. This is going to make me happy. Coming here and talking about it's gonna make me happy. So I got ready and I came.
Yeah.
Because you have to put things into perspective. You have to switch your mood. Like, you have to. You can't just, if you sit there and then you start feeling sorry for yourself, you're just gonna stay in that same
Oh my god, yes.
Like, but if you say, like, no, I'm not gonna be like this. And it's not as easy as just saying that. It's like, it takes practice.
Yeah, and you're uncomfortable. Because it's comfortable
Yeah.
staying in bed. It's comfortable staying in bed and being like, I'm fucking sad. I'm not going to do shit today.
That's literally me before I came here. Like, I was sad. I was like, I don't want to go. Like, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. Because I'm going to be happy when I get there.
And guess what? Next time you feel like that, you're going to get the fuck up. Because you're like, you know what? I did it that one time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
worth
the
it.
little things. And then, I don't know, maybe instead of listening to music, as soon as you get up out of bed, put on a fucking speech on. I don't fucking know. Listen to, like, TED Talks. Just something that's gonna
uplift you.
Feed you. Exactly. Something to flip the switch.
Yeah, stop. Like, I feel like a lot of us, I do too, spend a lot of time on like Twitter and Instagram looking at useless information. But if we start like looking at positive things and like listening to things that can help us like be better, like, and surround ourselves with that, we're just gonna, you know, have it around us all the time, and then it helps you because it reminds you, you know.
Or do different shit, like pick up a book. Go on a hike. Go walk. Put your phone away.
Put your phone away
for like an hour.
Yeah.
Be here. Be here. Just like enjoy what you have, because I mean, I've seen my screen time. I'm grossed out by how much I'm on my phone.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not.
How long are you on your phone?
Not that much, honestly.
Okay, look. Recently.
I do get on Instagram, Snapchat, and stuff like that. But for the week, I think I was on it for like 5 hours. That's a week.
But true.
That's a week, right? And then what I do use it for a lot is texting and calling. Okay. But that's because I have a lot, like, to talk to, like, people. Because if it's not my mom, and then it's my dad. If it's not my dad, it's work. Literally, you know how my work is. It's like always being on the phone. So that's why I've been, you know. But other than that, like, I could care less. Like, you know.
But it's improving that. Like, less screen time. Like, why do I have to be on my phone for 3 hours?
Why does everybody have to know my life?
Exactly. What am I trying to prove?
What do I have to post, like, that I'm eating here?
Yeah.
Like, why?
So y'all could come through.
Yeah. Like, why do all these people who are not even going to be here, I'm not sending out, like, an invitation to come, why do they all need to see that I'm doing this? For what?
People that haven't talked
memories.
Sometimes memories, but sometimes, like, like, honestly, I'm going to be real here.
Drop it, girl.
Sometimes I like to post so people can be like, oh, like, shit, she's doing something cool. Like, you're posting the best moment in your life, and, like, yeah, I do that, and, like, I'm just like, for what, though? Like, it's better, like, if you're sitting there posting, like, the time of your life, you're not really you're not really living the moment, like, the time of your life. You're sitting there posting about it, but if, like, every second, I feel like you post, every like, one or two pictures, like, okay, it's memories. Yeah. But if you're sitting there posting about it every second, it's like, are you really having a good time?
1 or 2 is okay.
I was gonna play devil's advocate, and I was gonna be like, well, bitch, what are we doing here? Like, we're posting, like, the best conversations that we've ever had.
But this is for
growing purposes?
For growing purposes. We want people to listen. Like, if you're gonna post something, post something worth posting. Right. Post something positive.
Don't post your titties. Don't post your ass.
Like, if you want to post that, fine. But if, like, what do you want to leave behind?
Yeah.
You know?